I've got the goods. So I have got a lot of Australian snacks and Australia popular snacks and Australian made snacks. So I thought it'd be fun to try some of them again for you and also try some for the first time. So I'm now in the hotel room, which is great, and I've made myself a cup of tea. I'm gonna bring this chair closer. I don't want to make too much of a mess, but I've got a nice cup of tea and it's currently, what's the time? It's only 1 p.m, but I don't feel like going out today. I just want to stay in and just enjoy the peace and quiet in the room. Now, some of these snacks I have tried. I'm going to be honest, I have tried a couple of them. I couldn't wait, but I knew I wanted to do this video. Someone suggested it to me and I thought, I'll give it a go. I actually think it was suggested to eat Australian food for 24 hours. However, I'm very fussy, picky, and not only that, it's really difficult to find Australian specific food. You'd be surprised. I struggled. I don't think there's an awful lot. Like for breakfast, I'm not sure, other than maybe Vegemite. I don't know, help me out. But I've stayed in hostels and I've been grocery shopping and I can't actually find anything that's probably no different to what I've had before or something. So I might be wrong, but comment down below. But I have struggled and I am vegetarian. I am extremely fussy, so this is just a light-hearted video. If I don't like a snack, please don't come at me. I'm very fussy, picky, it's a me problem. But that said, one of the most popular Australian snacks is a Tim Tam. Now, I don't have any with me, but I've tried them. I tried the coconut ones. I tried a packet with my friend that I met and we ended up eating like 4 each. And then the next day I brought a packet myself, which I had over Christmas. So it's currently the 30th and I had them Christmas Eve. So I ate them throughout Christmas Eve, Christmas, Boxing Day. And you get 9 in a packet. And I kind of had 2 every single day. And I got to the point where I thought I can't get another packet because they're quite sickly. They're very, very tasty. The only way I can describe them is if you've ever had a penguin chocolate bar, which I think is by McVitie's, a penguin chocolate bar in the UK, but it's thicker. I almost want to say double the thickness of a penguin bar. And then there's also like a layer of like something in the middle. So the one I have was coconut. So in between this chocolate biscuit thing, like a chocolate bar biscuit, had a layer of coconut. And there's different flavors. There's white chocolate, double chocolate, I think there's mint, and maybe a couple more. They're very, very good, but I don't have them today, but I love them. Tim Tams are great. However, we've got some snacks to try. So the first one I have is popcorn. I know this is not solely Australian, but like I said, I tried to get some things that I wanted to have but also were Australian or Australian made. These are butter flavoured popcorn. They are Australian made. They are, I promise. And I actually really, really like these. This is my, I want to say this is my 3rd packet. Not like today, but my whole trip. I've got into the bag. Oh, they just, they smell so good. They kind of smell cheesy, but they're butter. Strange. They're so good. So good. I think the popcorn here is bigger. I don't know, maybe I've just missed home for too long. But I'm not gonna have too many, even though I'm quite hungry. It's lunchtime, so I thought this would be perfect to film this, have a cup of tea, have a few snacks. But they're quite big. I don't know. Are they the same size as ones back home? I'm not even sure. But they're so good. So good. Okay. That's snack number 1. I love a cup of tea. I got it in my Australia Zoo. I don't know why I'm doing that. This is not ASMR. This is my Australia Zoo cup. That said, I do have an ASMR channel, which is linked. However, let's try the next one. Okay, these are Australian. These are pods. Now they have these in Twix, Snickers and Mars, and they're quite expensive. The popcorn, I think it's probably like, it was around $2, which is probably like £1, and these pods were maybe $6, which is like £3. These were quite expensive, but I did want to try them. And I got the Snickers ones because I like Snickers. I have tried them. I've tried one. And I don't know if I like them. They look like this. And then in the middle is the Snickers. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a biscuit, and then it's Snickers. They're very sweet, and it's very overpowering. It says creamy Snickers creamy Snickers, filling cradled in a crispy baked wafer topped off with delicious milk chocolate. They're nice, but I genuinely feel like you are supposed to have one at a time. I definitely could not have like 4 of these in one go. It's like a one-time thing, if that makes sense. That might just be me, but they're very, very, very sweet. And I do have a sweet tooth, but honestly, one is enough for like a singular time. But they're very good. I do like pods. They're good. I kind of want to try the other flavors, but they're quite expensive, so probably not today. Problem is, I don't want these to all fall on the floor. Okay, the next, let's do a biscuit, because these are so good. I had these in, so these are called Anzac biscuits, and if you don't know, these were made, so I learned this when I was in Melbourne and I went on the Great Ocean Road tour, and the tour guide said that the Anzac, which if you don't know, Anzac stands for Australian New Zealand Army Corps, and these are the biscuits that are, wait, let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure it's that. Let me double check. I'm certain, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh yeah, Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. Okay, I did not want to mess that up. So basically it's the Memorial Day that they have, and basically these biscuits were made, I don't want to mess this up, but they're made from specific ingredients that helps to preserve the biscuit. And basically this is what the, I presume the wives would make of the soldiers in the war, and they would send them to them because they had, I think it's honey and something else, which I'm not sure. It might be palm oil actually. There is palm oil in here. But there are certain ingredients that were, I can feel the Snickers. There's certain ingredients that were in these, and it helped to preserve them to make them last longer, so that then when they were shipped and sent to the husbands fighting the war and the soldiers, that they could then enjoy the biscuit and it would be preserved. I think. I'm certain it's something like that, but yes, so the Anzac is very, very, the memorial, though there's plenty of memorials here, but yes, that's the story behind these biscuits. So I'm hoping I've said that correct. I know in my mind what it is, but sometimes it's hard to speak about a different culture for me personally, but I know it in my head. I'm sorry, I'm tired, and I don't want to say anything rude or anything wrong, but it's something like that. However, these are the biscuits, and they're very tasty. I first tried them in New Zealand when I was in Christchurch, and they were so good. They're very good. They are honey and oats. I had like 4 of these the other day. They're so good. I feel bad you just watching me eat, so I'll eat quickly. But they're very, very good biscuits. They're really tasty. Sometimes they're softer. I think they've been changed slightly in the supermarket, because I've tried the Anzac biscuits in Melbourne, Sydney and New Zealand, and they all taste slightly different, but they have the same similar concept. But I'm not 100% certain on the ingredients which help them to preserve. Anyway, the next thing that I have is actually, I don't know if these are Australian, but I picked them up. It says made in Australia, but I'm not entirely sure if we actually have these in the UK or not. Like this, I mean the chocolate flavours we probably do, but I meant the Christmas version. They are made in Australia, but we have M&Ms, and I like M&Ms. Let's give these a go. I think they're just going to taste like normal M&Ms. Yeah. But they're Christmassy and they're good, so I'm not complaining. This tea is good. Honestly, the Anzac biscuits with a cup of tea is so good. They're so tasty. I think they're the best biscuits I've ever had. they beat shortbread, and I do like a shortbread. Honestly, these biscuits, so tasty. If you ever can try them, they're really, really good. Okay, next we have 3 more things left, which is good because it's a lot of chocolate in one go. We have 2 of the things that are similar, and I'll tell you why I got these. Actually no, we got 4 things. I'm going to take them all out so I know. Oh my goodness, I've got so many snacks. Okay, what should I do? I don't want to try these ones first because they're savoury. Let's try these because these are nearly finished. That's how good these are. I think these are my favourite chocolate snack. I don't know. Out of everything that I have, yes. I think so. Now, these are Australian made. I think these are Australian. These are called Freckles. I honestly opened this packet and I've been snacking at them for the past week. So these are called Freckles. Freckles. Now, we do actually have these in the UK, but not Freckles. They're not called Freckles. And they're very, very similar. They're called chocolate buds with hundreds and thousands on top. I did actually get some of these in New Zealand and they were so good. So they look like this. They're like a chocolate button and then they have some sprinkles on top, I suppose. But they're so good. I've almost finished a whole packet in a few days. But they look like this. And they're very, very tasty. I recommend. Freckles. So good. Okay, I feel like I've had a lot of snacks. We've got 2 more to go and then we can have something savoury. I have a lot, I didn't realise I had this much. But these are Australian, but like I say, they all intertwine with things. Oh my gosh, the M&Ms nearly fell. But I think there are a few other different Australian things, but they have a lot of sweets, but they're not vegetarian. I don't know if they're vegetarian or vegan, and I'm not really a sweet person. I much prefer chocolates, so that's why I selected these ones. And plus I wanted to try these ones anyway, so instead of just buying things just for the sake of a video, I didn't want it to go to waste, so I wanted to pick things that I knew I would like. So the next 2 are very similar to a crunchy, which there's loads of crunchies here and they're so cheap here. The Cadbury's crunchies are very cheap in Coles. I recommend going to Coles if you want any snacks. So the 2 chocolate things I have left are these 2. Now they're very similar. They're called Australia's Violet Crumble, and this is like a crunchy but miniature sized, and this is the same but in nuggets. Now they do these like a crunchy, as in a chocolate bar called Violet Crumble, but they had a deal on where you could get 2 of these for $5, which is £2.50. So it was only these 2 that were in the deal, so one of them was $5 anyway, so you get one for free. So I thought I'll just get these. So let's give these a try. I've not tried these yet, but I do love a crunchy. Whoa, these are big. Okay, there's a lot in here and they're quite big. All right, let's go. I'm gonna be completely honest, which I feel like I can be, and compare it to crunchies, since you can buy a country in this, since you can buy a crunchy in this country. So these are really nice, they're really light, and they're easy to bite into. I don't know, they taste quite fluffy. Like the middle crumbles quicker, and it doesn't like hurt your teeth. Like it's not really crunchy, if that makes sense. Which is probably why it's called crumble, because it crumbles in your mouth. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, I can't really compare it to a crunchy because they're two different names. However, even though this one crumbles and a crunchy is more crunchy, wow, I get it. However, I prefer the chocolate of a normal crunchy. It's probably just because I'm used to it. But these are very nice, and I get why it's called crumble now. I'm like, I can't compare them now, can I? I answered my own question. They are good. However, I'm going to be completely honest, because you've got to be honest in this world. However, I do prefer a normal crunchy. And that's I'm not being horrible, it's just my opinion. But they are nice. I like the crumble texture a lot. I like how easy it is to bite into. In that sense, it's better than a crunchy. But the actual honeycomb and the chocolate of a crunchy, I prefer. But they're still very, very good. They're still very good. Right, let's try these nuggets. It's the same chocolate, but a different shape. Oh wow, that was really loud. So some of them are tiny, like this. Oh, so these are good. Oh, that's why. These are double dipped in milk chocolate, so the chocolate is extra chocolatey. That's why I prefer it. That's probably why those ones aren't double dunked. These are good. However, look how big this one is. Where's it gone? It was just a massive one. Look at the size of that. It's like a rock. These are good. I love these. Okay. Wow. I need some more tea. Okay, there's one last thing that I'm going to try, and it's these, which I have tried already. These cheese rice crackers. They say they're made from Australian rice flour, and they say they're made in Australia. I think these are Australian, or at least I don't think I've ever seen these in the UK. I don't know, but let's try them. I mean, I have tried them, they're nice, but if I see these back home, I will definitely buy these. They look like this. And they're like, it's a rice cracker, so it's kind of like a crisp, I guess a healthier crisp, and then these are cheese flavored. they're nice. I've seen here that you can put like, people put like avocado or something on them. They are nice if you're in the mood for a savoury snack. However, I'm gonna rate everything. Last place is gonna be these. They're good, but I prefer all of this over these. I'm gonna do it as I put it all back in the bag. But I have enjoyed the Australian food that I've had, and I do really want to try Hungry Jack's. So Hungry Jack's is the equivalent to, I think, Australian Burger King or McDonald's, and it's its own Australian chain of fast food. So I really want to try it, and they do actually have a plant-based burger, which is great because here in Australia and New Zealand, the McDonald's and KFC doesn't offer a vegetarian option. Not that I've found anyway, not any of the ones that I've been in. They don't have, you could get chips or maybe, I don't know, a little side, but you can't get a burger. And back home in England, we have, I mean, at least a fish burger we have at McDonald's, which if you're pescatarian you can have. We also have the McPlant, we also have the veggie burger, and we also have the wrap from McDonald's. And then in Burger King there's the plant-based Whopper and also the halloumi burger. No? Did I say Burger King or KFC? That's Burger King. Burger King we have the plant-based Whopper and the halloumi burger. However, in New Zealand, I did actually find a Burger King that had the plant-based Whopper, so that's great. But I haven't found a Burger King here in Australia. And the KFC, we have a vegan burger from KFC back home, but they don't have one here. So if you are vegetarian, bear that in mind. But yes, I really want to try Hungry Jack's, so I might try it tomorrow night or Monday and have it for dinner, because I do want to try it before I leave. But yes, that is actually Australian. Hungry Jack's is the Australian place. But yeah, I personally haven't found many things that are solely like Australian other than Tim Tams, Vegemite, and maybe a couple other little things, but not in terms of like big things. I haven't really found, but that might just be me. I haven't, just like from looking in the supermarkets and things, I haven't. So I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But I have found these. So next up, I'd probably say I'm going to put the M&Ms next because they're nice, but it's just chocolate. It's nothing too special about them. I think I know what my favourite is. Oh, it's actually hard. I don't know. Next up is going to be the pods. They're nice, but I can only have one at a time for like an hour at a time as well. They're very sweet. If you have a sweet tooth, you will love them. I probably should have got Mars or something, but they're very good. They're nice, they're tasty, they're delicious. I like them a lot because I love a Snickers, but I find them personally quite sickly. Next up, I'm going to do these, which are the bigger violet crumble. And then the nuggets. Then the nuggets. I think that's fair. The nuggets beat the crumble, the bigger crumble. And then next up, probably popcorn. I mean, you can't go wrong with this popcorn. I love this popcorn. It's so buttery, like, it's so good. Popcorn here is good. The popcorn, honestly, it's the best. This is really difficult. This is very difficult because we've got Freckles left and the Anzac biscuits. I'm gonna say Freckles is next. So that means the winner the ultimate winner of my trying Australian snacks is the Anzac biscuits. They're so good, so good. Definitely try them. I'm gonna keep them out because I'm gonna have another one with my cup of tea, but honestly, they're so good. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Kind of a little chit chatty video and also trying food, but yeah, I did want to get more. However, in my current situation, which if you don't know, I've had to block all my bank cards and everything, so a little bit of a sticky situation. But I did want to share with you some of the snacks that I had purchased. There are of course a few other different ones and sweets like I have said, and there is also Hungry Jack's if you did want to try an Australian fast food. However, this is what I have. I didn't just want to buy something for the sake of it and waste it. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy these over the next few days that I have left. And yeah, my winner is the Anzac biscuits and then freckles. But I just want to say thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna finish the rest of my tea now. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.